emerge from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. On first down, it's Newton. And caught left side, Olsen. Still fighting through tackles. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
On the ball.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And that's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10, Newton again. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Newton on first down. To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Again, Newton. Wright's got it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Funchess with a catch over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there for L.A. 49 yards. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 at the 19. They go play action here on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Buying, and he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Jared Goff taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are in for 6. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. On 1st down, Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
First down, here's the run with Anderson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. The open man is Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Newton to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 3rd and 2, Newton throws inside. McCaffrey's got it. A gain of 7, and they pick up the 1st.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Newton. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Newton takes it himself, and he'll burrow his way forward to pick up the first. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run Anderson, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Ram fans in this old stadium on their feet. 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Gano's kick is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on that, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
So now back out come the Rams on offense. A second preseason game for them. They defeated the Raiders, who they're actually seeing the Monday night opener. But no Goff, no Gurley yet. Will we see them in the preseason?
That's been the big question, not just around the West Coast, but throughout the league. Will those guys play at all in the preseason? Because some teams are leaning more towards, we will count on you being ready for the opener and avoid injury during the preseason. We're now getting word that the Rams are going to probably play Jared Goff and Todd Gurley limited action against the Houston Texans, but we'll see. They won't play much in the preseason, maybe just a few snaps.
Flush to his right. Going up top for Kupp. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. From the red zone now, Goff being chased out left. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, as the first half is winding down, and the Rams add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. on second down. Here's Newton. He's going to go deep for Funchess. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. A final shot before the break. Newton. Got a man. It's right. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A shotgun snap for gone. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Complete to Wright. Touchdown, Carolina. Jarius Wright, 39 yards. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, hey, switching gears for a second, halfway through the preseason, any big takeaways that you've seen so far, Charles?
Just a few come to mind. Number one, the roster of 90 that stays that way throughout preseason, I think is a boon for every team because you can practice a little bit better, get a few more things done because you have more bodies, and those guys get to get on tape for 4 preseason games. So I think that's really good. The other part is normal execution, struggle a little bit. Early in the season, guys trying to get it back together. And last but not least, the practice of coming together with another team, 2 joint practices before a preseason game, becoming more and more widespread, and you get a lot of real...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Newton on 1st down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, CD, regular season inching closer. You know, looking at the ledger of the games, we'll just stick with the NFC right now, but it starts with a bang, Atlanta and Philly on the 6th.
How about the last two teams to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl head-to-head?
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. And Ndamukong Suh getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
20.
From the gun, here's Newton. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a 1st down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Taking it about the 16. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They run. It's Gurley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Knocks him over, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and it's got him in the lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Carolina getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Newton again. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. They'll run it now out of the gun. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley. 36 yards, and the Rams add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
gains yardage. Brought down at the 32. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, it's Newton. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Michael Brockers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? One pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Gurley again here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Shreds the tackle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come.